Today we're talking about how you can turn this into this, or maybe even this. How's it going, collectors? We are talking today about trading in your bulk. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I've done a little bit of research, and I mean a little bit, not too much, don't get too excited, but I have done enough research between a number of different Poketubers across people I know in the world to as many countries as possible, because I wanted to make this as helpful a video as possible. And honestly, I'm expecting some help from you guys as well. I want to do something really special today, and I want to make this video helpful for every single one of my viewers, because I know I have viewers from all over the world, and unfortunately I don't know information about every single country in the world. Obviously I'm from Canada, as all of you know, so I have some detailed information about the Canadian company that I use for trading in bulk, but I do want to highlight some other countries as well that hopefully can be helpful for you. So what I'm going to be asking of you today is that if you trade in bulk for whether it be money or for product, whether it be Pokemon cards, I want you to leave a comment down below and let people know where you're from, first of all, and what company you use, and then certainly the experience you've had with it and if it's something you'd recommend. On that same note, if you are interested in this information but don't know where to sell your bulk, I hope I've maybe mentioned a company today that you can research and look into, or you'll see a comment down below that is helpful for you. And if you do find someone that made a comment that was helpful and gave you a good lead to a company that you want to use, leave them a like and leave them a comment as well to let them know, and potentially future people as well, that this was a good company to try out. Before we jump into all of the companies that I'm going to be recommending or people I'm going to be recommending, I do want to explain what bulk is. I'm sure everybody knows what bulk is, but I'm going to just make it very clear. Bulk is the extra cards that you get out of a booster box or out of any pack of cards that you don't need. It's because we often end up with a lot of commons, uncommons, rares, etc. And a lot of companies will pay a certain amount of money for bulk. And there's a couple reasons why I really like trading in bulk. The benefit is obviously you can get product, or you can get cash, or you can get, a combination of the two. But the other option, or the other reason why it's really good, is because it's good for the environment. At the end of the day, we are printing a lot of cardboard. This is a lot of paper. This is a lot of trees we're cutting down, and we're going to be able to reuse the cards, which I think is a good thing at the end of the day. Someone else is going to get a chance to enjoy these cards. We're going to get something out of it. It's kind of win-win for everybody. So Pokemon bulk is all the cards you don't necessarily want. They're probably worth more than what they're going to be paying you for it, because some of them will take rares, they will take EXs, GXs, V cards, rainbow rares, and they're going to give you not as much as probably what they're worth. But for me, I like it because I don't have the time to go through and sell it. I probably could on my local marketplaces, I probably could make more money, but it would take a lot of time. This is just turnkey, it's done. Maybe I keep some of the higher valued cards. I mean, in fact, I do. I keep the higher valued cards, and I will sell those personally through a local marketplace. But for the commons, uncommons, even rares, and some of the other products that we're going to get into a little bit later, I just trade them in because honestly, it's just kind of, you're done with it. Let's jump into a couple companies that have been recommended to me. Again, I don't have personal experience with these companies because I'm not from those countries, but I wanted to highlight them. All right, well, we're going to start with the US of A. Yes, because most of my viewers, or I shouldn't say most of my viewers, but a lot of my viewers are from the United States, and you have so many options. Honestly, a quick Google search, a quick Reddit thread, you're going to be able to find somebody that's probably local to you or relatively local to you. But I have heard a lot of good things about Dariums Pokemon. So for all these companies, by the way, I'm going to leave their link in the description below if I have their link available. So Dariums Pokemon is definitely a good option because they are give you the option to be paid by PayPal or available for store credit. They also have a YouTube channel, they do live breaks, they do a lot of different really cool things as well. I follow them and watch them. They would open up 1,000 packs of probably Vivid Voltage or any set just to see what the pull rates are. So it is definitely a company that I recommend just from a transparency perspective. They are legitimate, they've been around for a long time, and a lot of people like them. Another company recommended actually by a fellow Poketuber and friend, CMoneyTCG, he recommended MetaTCG. And I know that they do more than just Pokemon. They do a lot of different TCG cards as well. They don't offer product, but they do offer payment through PayPal. So if you're looking for somebody else, and I believe they're out of the Dallas area, if I'm not mistaken. So they're out of Texas. But if you definitely want to go check them out, they are another option in the United States. So now we're going to move to down under. We're going to move to Australia. I know, again, I have a number of viewers from Australia, and there are actually 2 companies that just from a quick search, I've been able to track down. Now, again, this is just from a quick Google search, so I'm really going to rely on my viewers for giving the recommendations for fellow viewers and where you can trade in your bulk Pokemon cards. So the first one is Kawaii Collector. They are specifically interested in reverse holos and above. So when we're talking about, commons and uncommons, this isn't probably the place for them. That's just from the research that I found. They're looking for holos and above. So not everything is useful for them. The other one is Chaotic Factory. They offer cash and they offer store credit. So they're a really good option as well if you're looking to trade in all of your bulk. So the most challenging country for me to find, and actually area, is really mainland Europe. It is a tricky place to find places that buy bulk, and I really am leaning on my subscribers to help me out in this area. I talked to a number of people in Germany, in the Netherlands, and there wasn't really anyone that knew any company to go through. So from the research I did find a company in Germany, and it sounds like they do handle many countries in the European Union. So if you are from anywhere that is relatively close to Germany, I think this could be an option for you. But again, make sure you do your research before you take my word for it. Again, this is just from some searching I've done. So this is a company called Lotti Cards, and it sounds like they do accept bulk. So I highly recommend you check them out, even if you're not from Germany, you're from the Netherlands. You're pretty close. I believe they're just outside of Hanover, Germany, if I'm not mistaken, just from, again, the research I did. So they are an option for those that are in Europe. All right, now we're talking about the UK. I have a lot of subscribers in the UK, so thank you very much. I wanted to make sure I could come up with at least a couple options, and I do have a couple that I want to talk about. The first is a company called Big Orbit Cards. Just from some research online, it sounds like they do accept bulk, and I think they do some store credit or cash options. So it's good to know that you can do both depending. For me, because I open up a lot of cards, I like the store credit option because they give you generally more than what the cash option is because I mean, it's just business. They buy it at a cheaper price, so they're able to give you a little bit more. So I like buying or using my bulk for credit. That's my preference. But again, sometimes it makes sense to just get cash. So another company that I wanted to mention, and as you can tell I'm wearing different clothes, this information came a little bit later and I wanted to include it in this video. So there's a gentleman by the name of Nicholas Miller, and he is quite well known in the UK market. And I'm going to leave his link to how you can reach out to him. He's got some big news coming next year. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. I want him to be able to do that when he has time to or when he's ready to. But Nicholas Miller has been collecting bulk for a while now, and he does a lot of it in the UK market. StacksTV is actually the one that connected me with Nicholas. So if you're not familiar with StacksTV, is a Poketuber as well. But that's who he uses, and that's who a lot of people use in the UK market. So definitely make sure you consider using Nicholas. Okay, and now we get to the Canadians. Okay, so fellow Canadians, and for anyone that is not a Canadian, this is going to be a little bit more in depth because I actually have experience with this company, and I can say nothing but good things about this company. So Prisma TCG is fantastic. I really enjoyed working with them, and I actually have, I don't know, here's the other one here. I got 2 Vivid Voltage booster boxes from them because I had enough bulk, and again, I just wanted to, Vivid Voltage was exciting. It's turned out quite well because it's a difficult set to get now. So I have a lot of Vivid Voltage, and that's a result of my bulk, and I actually even have a credit for future even beyond that. So I had enough bulk for 2 booster boxes and then some. But I just stopped at 2 booster boxes, and I've got some more that I'm obviously saving up and I'm working on right now. But what I really love about it, and you're going to see the infographic on the screen now. So there's the buy rate, and then there is the trade-in rate. And obviously I tend to go for the trade-in rate just because I'm planning on buying Pokemon cards anyway. So they buy everything. And a lot of the companies that you're going to be potentially researching in your countries and in your areas are probably do something similar, but again, do your research first before you kind of commit to a company. So they buy basic energies, commons, uncommons, trainers, rares, reverse holos, prism, break, shiny cards, full art EXs, secret rares, and the list goes on. You can see the whole list here. But what I specifically loved about this company as well is that they are buying the coins, the pins, and the jumbo cards. For myself, I don't really hold value in the coins. I think they're kind of cool. The same with pins. They're cool. I'm not going to wear them. I'm not going to display them. They don't add much value to me. Now I do have some that I have saved, but again, in the future, if I don't like them, I can just trade them in, and I will gladly take 35 cents for a pin. Again, it's probably worth more than that, but to me, it's not. So I'm okay to get something for it. And again, they're going to be able to put it into a product probably, and someone's going to hopefully get a chance to enjoy it rather than it going into the trash. And jumbo cards. I mean, you hear me on this channel all the time. I talk about jumbo cards. What am I going to do? Well, guess what? I get 70 cents for a jumbo card. Could I sell them for $5 and maybe some good ones for $10? Possibly. There are definitely people that collect jumbo cards out there. I'm just not one of them. So this is a great way for me to turn all the things that I get out of a potential box, and I can now turn it into more Pokemon cards for something that I actually want. So it's a great process. And like this company, Prisma TCG, they hopefully you're local, and for me, I'm not too local to them, but I drive to them for various reasons through work. But I drop off my bulk, and then they ship me the booster boxes when it's ready. So like this was released last week, and I got them in the mail on, I think, that day. I think I got them on Friday or maybe Saturday. So it worked out quite well. For a lot of people that are a little bit further away, you've got to pay for the freight to get it there, and then generally they pay for, the free freight on the way back, or you're just going to get PayPal payment. So there is definitely companies out there. I probably just scratched the surface, and that's where I'm relying on you, the subscribers, to leave comments down below. I want to make this a resource for every country. I know I have people that watch from some Asian countries. I know there's people that watch from Africa and South America, and I wish I had information for those companies, but that's where I'm hoping that maybe you or someone from your country is going to leave that comment down below, because I really, really think that this can be helpful for every single one of us, because why not put these to use again? Someone else can love them again, and we're not throwing them in the trash or in the recycling. I think it's just a good thing overall. Well, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please leave a like. I would really appreciate that. And if you found this interesting and it was helpful, please consider subscribing if you are not already. We do Pokemon openings, Pokemon news, all that fun stuff. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing day. See you next time.